Welcome to Kakaki Sports. I am Simbi Shima. Well, it is the grand finale of the Confederation of African Athletics Championship right here in Abeokuta Ogun State. The third edition of the Under-18 and Under-20 Championship. And I must say it is a sight to behold. From the audience, the athletes, the contingents, the performances, all of that put together. But I'm not here alone this morning. I've been joined by a journalist who has also been covering the event to do analysis of the entire championship from day one to the final day. And he goes by the name Promise.
Okotoko.
Okotoko.
Okotoko, exactly.
I mean, a Bayasan. I have to still learn Bayasan name. But Promise Okotoko is a journalist who has also been covering the event from day one to this point. And who best to describe what he has experienced here, if not a journalist. Thank you for coming on the show this morning.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure, Brenda, to be here with you.
All right, but let's start with your observation from the organization, the planning, the late, hosting of the events by Nigeria, last minute hosting rights by Nigeria, and all of that put together. What would you say you make of this event?
I think if you want to look at it first, you've been a Nigerian and you've had this perception about us not being able to host major competitions and all. But when you look at this, you look at what the CCA president earlier on said about just within 2 months, Nigeria was able to put up this performance, this show, tells a lot about what we can produce if we want to really do things rightly and correctly in this country. And for me, I feel that this is a testament to the fact that if we do it right, we can get it right. If we put up the right people at the right place at the right time, we can get the results. I'm just coming from the point of being a Nigerian with the perception of us not getting things rightly, in the country. But then coming to this tournament, I think we have had a great show. We've had a great performance in some event, by the way, in this athletics. And one thing is that you can't get it all right. So we know our areas of comparative advantage, which is maybe 100 sprints and then 200 meters. And we've seen, and then again, to be precise, the women, they've produced something remarkable in this championship. And if we can, not just discovering them at this stage, but following up so we don't encounter the likes of Favor Fury Saga in what is happening in athletics right now, I think we can win medals, multiple medals in successive Olympics. This is just the beginning.
Right, indeed. I mean, you said a lot already, but talking about people in right places, we did catch up with the special assistant to the Director General of the Sports Commission, that's talking about Kola Daniels, who spoke extensively on what it means for the commission and perhaps what to look forward to as Nigeria progress in terms of sporting activities.
I feel elated to know that just 2 months ago, the hosting right was given to Nigeria. We actually came to the rescue of Confederation of Africa Athletics. Algeria were given the hosting right, but they couldn't host it. Then the CAA president approached the chairman of the commission, Alhaji Shehu Diko. He swung into action with his technocrat, Honorable Bukola Olopade, and they came into a logical conclusion that yes, we could do it. Knowing fully well we just ended the National Sport Festival at this edifice, Moshood Abiola Stadium Arena, Abeokuta. And immediately we got the hosting rights to host, to showcase what we can do to the world. And that is exactly what we have witnessed today, witnessed in these 8 days of excitement, intrigues, suspense, competition, and as well entertainment. It has been facilitating, no doubt about it, in terms of competition. South Africa are actually giving Nigeria a run for our money. Botswana are a lot left out of the party. Namibia are pushing harder. That's to tell you the competition in Africa has improved tremendously. And that is why the spectators of athletics actually have a very good value for time. Knowing fully well, every day full of suspense. Every day, no one can actually predict who is going to the podium. But South Africa, Nigerian, actually clear dominance, no doubt about it. You can't take it from the two countries. But the smaller country has way up, proving their mental, Namibia, Botswana, Kenya. You could imagine Kenya won the 100 meters hurdle for the first time. Kenya are known to be long race marathoner, but now they are proving that they could do it like Nigerians. We are known as a specialist of 100 meters, 200 meters, as far as Nigeria is concerned. But the beauty of this competition, new Mary Oyali is born. We have new Mary Oyali talking about Divine, talking about Favor Yan, talking about Chioma. These girls did it in a grand style. Nigeria won in 100 meters hurdle, the gold, the silver, the medal. Clear dominance, you can't take that. Long jump, Olympian. A lady who actually, her experience in the Olympic actually counted. She won a gold medal. So it's a sign that Toby Amunson, Ese Brume, Favor Philly, their time is gradually tinkling out. These are the future of athletics in Nigeria. The under 20, the under 18. That we are ready to host the Commonwealth Games. We are ready to host all African Games. Nigeria has the facility, we have the infrastructure, we're blessed with good technocrats that can actually showcase the world.
Short timing, but Nigeria was able to pull that off. Your thoughts on what Kola said?
I think that is where we should be as a people, as Nigeria, the giant of Africa. That word should resonate when it's being pronounced across Africa. We should be able to, at any point, even if it's 2 weeks, as Nigerians, we should be able to put up a result, resounding results whenever we're being called upon. And this is a testament. It shows that we should be leading Africa in terms of leadership, in terms of sports, politics, and whatever. We should be leading. We can't go back in time and change things that have happened, but we can change what is happening. And this is one of the promises that we can actually take charge of.
I'm back to the championship. I mean, the medal table, it's looking like it's a Nigeria and a South African party. But at this point, South Africa is taking the lead. Does this surprise you, precisely in some races that you think Nigeria should have dominated, and you see South Africa coming out tops on it? Does a result on the medal table surprise you?
Not at all, because when I initially saw the contingents, I knew that the South Africans were coming for a fight, and having won it back to back, they wanted to win it 3 times in a row, and they did. And when you look at 88, to have flew them all the way from South Africa to Nigeria, with the economic and everything happening across the world, I think it tells of how deliberate they are, for sport development. Look at how they were as well. They didn't bring athletes alone. They brought coaches in every event. Yes, Misuse as well. And in 200 they brought, 100 they brought coaches. This is not just athletes. They brought 88 athletes. Aside that, they brought coaches. And of course, they brought delegates and other officials. That tells, I don't think Nigeria will have been able to even bring 30 going away when you know that you have to pay a lot of money.
I mean, cause us some slack.
No, I'm just being honest as a Nigerian, by the way. But I hope that this has taught us a lesson that we can, really improve. And I was speaking to the leader of the delegate of the South Africans earlier on, and he said something that very striking. He said that every athlete you're seeing here came through the school sports in South Africa, and they obtained permission from their schools to come here to Nigeria to participate. And also, I noticed that during the hurdles, we were having it difficult to jump and land and continue. So that was a slack. It tells that it was just a short time that the athletes were being taught and being told how to, use the facility. But look at the South Africans, they have actually mastered that. And that is the difference between Nigeria and them. And hopefully through the school sports, we can be able to provide facility for them and also improve on their knowledge and technicality. That I think we can, improve and cut short the differences that we're having.
In summary, Promise is saying that South Africans deserve to win this, as they have come prepared to win it. But Nigeria, on the other hand, also tried to give them a run for their money, but it was not enough. But anyways, I hope you did have a great time here. General, talking about the organization and the food, the people, the foreigners, your thought on all of that.
Especially, I spoke to the Moroccans, the Egyptians, and then the Botswanas and South Africans, and they were saying that the food was too spicy, and then others were like, I love the spicy way of the food, because they had to do the peppery angle and all that. And I think it's just differences how everyone perceived it. There are some who prefer it and others who don't. I think, but overall, that tells about I think the genuinity and then the originality of us and us being Africans, the differences about Africa. But then, despite the differences, we're still one Africa. And that is the sweetness about this championship.
Finally, before I let you go, what was your high point in the event? For me, it was seeing the Nigerian women clinch gold, silver, and bronze medal for like 200 meters and I think 400 meters race. What was the high point for you in this championship?
I think I've been seeing the championship and all, but just the grand finale was the high point for me, especially for the men. You know, we've seen the gold medalists, and when you look at it, you see all being young girls who are trying to strive. And when you even look at the national team, Toby Amuso, Ophili, Ese Brume, but we don't get to see the major, men in it. So I think for the 100, that's the 400, relay men. That really is the high point for me because I was emotional. I didn't even know when I jumped up, but I was happy for the men that they were able to win gold in that event. But overall, I think let's give it up for the women. They are the champions of this championship. But everybody is, but the women deserve credit.
I wish you say that again. Say it again.
I think the women deserve credit. But this is not, for, I don't know, what is it called? Justice for women, by the way.
Yeah, women has always been coming up top notch. And talking about women, the Super Falcons will be up against South Africa in the semi-finals of the WAFCON. And Nigeria and the Super Falcons have won that championship 9 times, going against South Africans who have won it just once and are hoping to defend that title. Quickly, do you see South Africa beating Nigeria? They've done it here at the championship, but do you see that happening when you talk about the WAFCON tomorrow, on Tuesday?
I think when you look at how we're able to beat the Zambians, it is gratifying, very pleasing. But then again, when you look at the pattern of play, I've not been able to see them put 3 or 4 passes together. But this is a tournament. You're not there to impress. You're not there to show anybody your sagacity. Though it's expected, by the way. But if you can win in a way that is not pleasing to everybody, but at least you're getting the result and it's okay. I hope that they'll be able to put up a result. But I'm a Nigerian. I have to support Nigeria. But on paper, I just hope that South Africans don't get the better of us.
All right, hope is what we all have for Team Nigeria. Now the championship is done and dusted. We now know that South Africans had this one, but will they take the WAFCON? That is the semi-final slot into the final. Well, time will tell, but thank you so much, Promise, for coming on the show.
I'm very happy to be here with you, Brenda.
Quickly before we go, let's now serve you the highlights from the closing ceremony of the 2025 Confederation of African Athletics Championship, the under-18 and the under-20, the 3rd edition of the championship right here in Abeokuta Ogun State. My name remains Sembe Shima saying, see you next
It's been a very nice experience. The food is very delicious because we've tasted things we never tasted, like fufu and the crocodile, and everything is nice. We really love the experience and the way they accommodate us, the way they treat us. Everything is just on point. We really love to come back next time again.
My experience in Nigeria, the stadium is good, food is a little bit, but one thing, driver is crazy, but weather is good. Other things is good.
I like in Nigeria athletes, and I like athletes. You have more athletes that achieved more goals, and also I like transport, traveling from warm-up area to
Yeah.